Well, we always love it when we get celebrity guests here at the snooker, and we've got none other than Peanut from the Kaiser Chiefs. Now, Peanut, you've seen a lot more snooker than you did the last time we saw you at one of our big events at the Masters.
Yeah, that was early beginning of this year. Yeah, Barry Hawkins, and I was with my dad at the time. It was stuff there, and we were wondering whether to look at the afternoon session or not, because we had tickets for the final session. And it's like, oh, just as long as it's not like 8-0 or 7-1, and we looked at it and it was 7-1. It's like, okay, well maybe Barry's going to find it in the last frame. But yeah, we saw 3 frames of Ronnie, and then today seen a lot more frames from everybody else.
So who's impressed you today? Who have you seen?
It's kind of been interesting. I always like watching Sean Murphy play, but he sort of struggled. That was a good game, but obviously I don't think either of them enjoyed it really, Dominic Dale or Sean. But yeah, I just like the way he handles himself, the way he pots. It's good. But I think now that he's through, he'll kind of push on now for the next rounds.
Now, you're obviously used to performing in rather different circumstances with a huge amount of noise and energy coming back at you from the crowd when you do those massive gigs. Do you get a different sense of the pressure they're under because they're performing in silence with such intensity from the TV cameras and the audience?
There must be something, like kind of when it's so silent and then somebody just creaks in a chair or a water bottle falls over or something, and you realise it must throw them completely. Whereas when we're doing gigs here, you kind of want, if a bottle comes on stage, it means you're kind of doing good, usually. It's kind of going all right. But yeah, the silence is sort of it's such a precision sport anyway. And then, when you're playing absolute silence and you're thinking every single person in this room is watching me and what I'm going to do in these next few seconds. I don't know. I had a respotted black against Ken Doherty just now. My hand was shaking on the table. And I'm thinking, I'd much rather do a gig than this. Yeah, they can stick to the snooker, I'll stick to the music.
Well, talking about the snooker then, have you always been interested? Did you drift away from the game when you first started making it with the band, or have you always kept half an eye on the sport?
I've always definitely as a spectator. Yeah, it's definitely from my grandma's house when I was a kid, and there was a TV that couldn't quite show the red and the brown, got a bit confused on the TV sometimes. So I remember it from a very early age and seeing all the great eras sort of going through. And then just started playing more with my dad in the last sort of 5 years or so, and really enjoying it. But I know how much practice you've got to give at these things, and I don't get to play for 2 months at a time, and then I'll play 2 or 3 times in a week, and by the end of the week you're like, if I could just do this every week, I'd be really enjoying it. So I get frustrated sometimes, but I love watching the game, and I equally love playing it.
And are you getting close to your dad at the moment, or is he still the standout member of the family?
Oh, the family. Well, there are various snooker playing members of the family. I'm not quite sure how he'd do against some of them. My youngest uncle, he is a very good snooker player, Simon Dorgan, and he was like Northern Snooker and stuff, and his local club.
Wow!
I think he was unbeaten for like 5.5 years, and then his brother beat him. On the local table.
So you really have got some great snooker genes in your family. Yeah. Well, we're glad you've enjoyed it, and I guess you've done the Masters. You're 2/3 of the way to the Triple Crown. You've done the Masters. You've now come to the UK. Can we persuade you in between your mammoth schedule of gigs to one day come and watch the snooker at the Crucible?
I think that would be, as a spectator, Triple Crown. I think that'd be the right thing to do, wouldn't it?
Well, thanks very much for giving us your time. Good luck on tour, and it's a pleasure having you on the tournament today.
Nice talking to you. Cheers.